Hello, this is Fox Astrology, here with your astrology and tarot. This is the opportunities of the day, so just kind of jump into shuffling. Okay, so we have the swords, the spades, what have you. This is a jump into a different suit. If you think about the swords in general, the swords really have to do with, I guess you could say, courage, force, aggression, competition. There's a little bit of the ego in there. It's really a suit talking about kind of breaking things down, dissecting things, analyzing things. I feel it's a very strong sort of masculine type suit here. For the Four of Swords though, and in this case it's reversed, we see a man sort of balancing a sword. I don't know if you can see all of that. I'm trying to still learn the frame. So one sword is balanced and the other three that you can see in the top here are hanging on above him. Doesn't seem really bothered by it either. But it's reversed, so when we look at the interpretation, it's going to seem like basically interpretation is when it's upright, this is talking about sort of a time of stillness, a time of thoughtfulness, a time of maybe retrospection. This is talking about sort of retreating, repositioning yourself, taking a rest after a serious amount of work, or maybe even getting overworked and feeling ill or feeling exhausted, or maybe even being sick. So when it's upright, it's really talking about a warning, kind of slowing down and using more judgment, more discernment in how you go about doing things. When it's reversed, this is talking about maybe a position where there's a division between points of view on a certain subject. I feel like what this could be as an example would be, say, a political topic that divides people. Political topic that in by nature of the topic pushes people to one extreme or the other. It could be an ethical issue, it could be a moral issue. And so as a result, it kind of divides people into groups. So my practical suggestion for you today is to look at how exactly a certain area in your life, maybe even an event in your life, ended up dividing you from other people. Whether that's as a result of people's personal experience, kind of showing them how they would make decisions around that topic, or really just showing how sometimes these topics reveal to you how different you are from other people in just one little area of life, and how sometimes the passion and the attention to that topic can really end up polarizing a community, can really end up separating you from other people, ending up putting some sort of a boundary between you and other people. So your exercise, your sort of opportunity for the day is to consider instead, on the other end of the spectrum, even though you may feel passionately about this topic, consider what exactly it is that you do have in common with people that disagree with you about this. This card talks a lot about civil unrest. It talks about the idea that there's a topic, there's an issue, there's a central core problem that is dividing you, is separating you from other people, putting walls between you and other people. And so in this case, holding in the same space, creating space for those two opposing elements to exist in the same area, which is essentially what society is designed to do, is to actually create space for people of varying opinions, of varying lifestyles, to be able to live in the same space, to be able to share the same communal buildings and services and all of those things. Consider what brings you together. Consider what causes you're able to share, and what actually allows you to consider how you are actually very similar in other areas of life, and how you really aren't that much different. It's just those little things. Little things are the spectrum of life. Little tiny differences in the choices that they make, little tiny differences in the points of view that they have, in the way that they were raised, in the environment that they live in the family that they have. All of those little tiny details are what make us all so different and unique, and really what allows us to look at how beautiful this variety is, how extraordinary it is to have this opportunity to live life your way. So just a little perspective. Hopefully this helps you for today. Maybe you bump into somebody, you get into discussion, you realize how different you might be thinking, and they live across the street, or they go to the same school, or whatever. This is an opportunity for you to embrace the variety of choices that you can make as a human being, and how exciting that can be for somebody else to make a different choice than you. So I look forward to your feedback. Please feel free to share below in the comments any experiences you've had where you've realized, despite some passionate point, that you feel absolutely opposite in opinion from somebody else, but that you also realized, despite that one point of view and that one focused area, how much you still had in common with that other person, and how much that may have opened you up to be able to share space with somebody else despite that difference of opinion. So I hope you have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.